If you're just joining us, we're starting our broadcast for Advanced Searching in HeinOnline. That's going to start in just about 3 minutes at the noon hour Central Time. Again, we're going to start Advanced Searching in HeinOnline in about 3 minutes. Thank you so much for attending. The question just came on, can anybody with a library card access this database? And the answer is almost. The database HeinOnline is restricted to law firms with fewer than 25 attorneys. So if you have a library card with the Wisconsin State Law Library and you have you're at a law firm or organization with over 25 attorneys, then you would not be able to access HeinOnline from your home or office. Otherwise, you can go ahead and log in through our website. Thank you so much for that question. If we have time at the end of the session, I'll try and answer that again towards the end. Okay, welcome to Advanced Searching in HeinOnline. It looks like it's just about the noon hour. We're going to get started in just about a minute, and this is going to be a 15-minute session giving some advanced searching examples for the HeinOnline database, which is a database that the Wisconsin State Law Library provides to its library card holders. We had a question just as we were beginning about whether anybody with a library card can access HeinOnline from their home or office computer. And the answer is if you work at an organization with fewer than 25 attorneys, then you can access HeinOnline using your library card from your home or office computer. So welcome to the Wisconsin State Law Library's overview of advanced search techniques in HeinOnline. My name's Carol Hassler, and I'm the Web Services Librarian here at the library. Let's get started. So here we've got just a quick outline of the topics we'll go over today. You can access it on your own using the short Google URL at the top of the screen there. So there are several ways you can do some advanced searches in HeinOnline. We're going to pop into the HeinOnline homepage here just so you can get a quick taste for what is available in HeinOnline. This is the database homepage you'll see anytime you log into HeinOnline through the State Law Library subscription. You'll see a list of all of the collections that you'll have access to here on the left, and you can click into any of these, or you can do a mega search here at the top. So the first thing we want to talk about is how to search within a specific title. Let's say you have a title in mind and you want to do some searching for articles within that title. You can just click on that title link, and any title link that you click on will have a search this title link just below the main coverage information that talks about what dates are covered. If you click search this title, you'll get to an advanced search screen for the database where you can enter your search terms, and you'll see below that the title you highlighted is selected there. You can also get to this search at any point. We're in the Law Journal Library here as an example, but you can get to that specific title option by clicking on the Advanced Search option, entering your keywords here, and then going down here to select one or more titles to search. There are a lot of special characters that you can use when you're doing advanced searches, and we'll go over some of them. There are more special characters you can use to do fuzzy searching, relevancy boosts. We'll cover those if we get to it towards the end of this session. Otherwise, you can find all of these on the HeinOnline help page, which we have a link to down here at the bottom, help.heinonline.org, with advanced search syntax. The most popular characters you're going to use when you're running an advanced search are quotation marks to search for phrases, wildcard characters. You can either do a single character that is a question mark, so you can replace a single character with a question mark. This would find text or test. Or you could do a multiple character wildcard if you aren't sure exactly what form of words you're looking for or how many letters might be missing. You can only use the multiple character wildcard at the middle or the end of the term. So you can't begin a search term with a multiple character wildcard. So in this example, I have an advanced search of U.S. congressional documents. I am searching for women with an E or woman with an A, and the word basketball. And I'm searching in the Congressional Record or the Congressional Record Daily Edition for any conversations that talk about women and basketball. So if I hit search here, it's going to pull up a list of results for me. And anytime you get to a list of results, you can open up the matching text pages here just to see why these search results are coming up from your search. And you can see this does talk about women's basketball, but some of these terms are a little bit far away from your main term. Woman, where's the word basketball? And the reason for that is these documents, some of these documents are very, very large. So the congressional record, for example, that's hundreds and hundreds of pages that it's searching and still calling a single document. So when you're dealing with these really large text files, how do you narrow that down without trying to come up with an exact quote? Well, one way is to do a proximity search. And to do a proximity search, we'll just pop in. I'm going to modify my search here. And to do a proximity search, I've got to change a couple of things. To do a proximity search, it's a little counterintuitive because I have to type My two search terms that I want to look for that are close to each other, I need to type those in quotes. And then I type in a tilde and the number of words that I want to find those within. If I wanted to expand this, I could say or woman basketball and do the same search there. And again, I'm searching in the Congressional Record and the Congressional Record Daily Edition. When I run my search, I get fewer documents and I also get more relevant results. Relevant in this case because the terms are actually next to each other rather than separated by pages and pages of unrelated text. Okay, so proximity searches are a really great way to just try and drill down to something a little more relevant. You can search within fields, and that can be a great search if you know what fields might hold your information. Users who've used Westlaw or Lexis might be pretty familiar with a field search if they're using it to search for specific fields and opinions, for example. In HeinOnline, the field searches, some of them are pretty obvious. So if you go into the advanced search, we're in the Federal Register library here, you can see that popular fields are displayed up here at the top. So you can just use a drop-down menu to access popular fields. That doesn't necessarily have all of the fields that are actually available though. And you can find any other search fields that are hidden essentially or not included in that drop-down. You can find those in library-specific guides, again at help.heinonline.org. So that's a great site to just get around different pieces of information and get specific search tips for each database. So here I've got a field search. I know that text is a field that's used actually throughout the database. I can just do a text search for the phrase Federal Railroad Administration. You can see I get a lot of hits. If I open up one of these, you'll see that phrase show up there. Now let's say I'm searching for a specific date, if I want to find mention of a specific day in the Federal Register Library. Well, I can do a more specific search, and there's a field called coverage, and then of course our field called text. So if I want to search for March 4th, 1975, I can put that in quotes and search for Federal Railroad Administration as a phrase and run my search. And that'll come up with my 1975 page. Now you can also, of course, just do a full text search with the exact date, March 4th, 1975, and that's going to come up with similar results as well. You can experiment between the two to see which gives you better results, but the special fields can help you get past some of the frustration or the hesitation trying to get more specific results from just a full keyword search. You may have noticed that I used a Boolean search in this last one. We had and in our search field here, here, all in uppercase letters. And Boolean searches are allowed in HeinOnline, and anybody who's had this class in their in school or maybe a library research class should be familiar with Boolean searches. In HeinOnline, all of your Boolean terms do need to be in caps, so all in uppercase, and or not will get you results. And you can use parentheses to group your queries. So you can say, I want to search for watershed or water rights, and I want to search for the term planning. So this is great if you're trying to find fairly different words in association with other terms that should be required. In any of these, of course, you do have the option, if you're in an advanced search field, you have the option to use any of these Boolean terms here to do the same results. So here I've got this search, watershed or water rights. I'm going to run it. And the search results will show a variety of results, with all those different search terms. And you can always pop in and modify your search. These are always going to be combined. If you're modifying a search, all of your search terms are going to be in there. You can add additional lines this way, or you can just type straight into your main text field, whatever is easier for you. This similar search can be done here in the advanced search. It can also be done at any time in the search box on the left-hand side. So you can use these search tips and techniques. Anytime you go to this search tab in HeinOnline, it'll show you a search box on the left there. The same goes, for example, if we are in the Congressional Documents Library and we hit that search tab, then it's going to give you options here. And I guess I'm already in a search. Here we go. So the default on a lot of these is going to give you big search options right from the bat. But if we were in the Congressional Record, for example, we would see a citation search here, and you could always do your keyword searches over here on the left. So bear that in mind. The search tab is always the way to get back to your keyword search. Okay, let's talk about facets. Here I've done a search for right-of-way and maintenance, and you can see I've got a lot of results here, and I really want to narrow it down to things that talk about actual municipalities and the maintenance requirements there. One of my favorite things to use is the facets on the left-hand side, and I really love the subjects, because the subjects give you a lot more specific results, and they show you how many results are available for each of the subjects. So if I want to narrow it down, I could click on local municipal government, and that would narrow down my search to only reveal law journal articles that talk about right-of-way and maintenance and local municipal government law. So use your facets, they're really great. The other thing that I want to point out is the search within a document feature. Let's say you get to a document and you're trying to find out if this is actually really relevant to you, or maybe you just want to jump to the right page that has the section you're looking for. You can use this little magnifying glass icon, which is always available in the toolbar whenever you're looking at a document. That pops open a little search box, and you can use the same search tips, all the same wildcards and other shortcuts in this search box that you can use anywhere else in HeinOnline. So here I'm doing a search for reasonable, reasonably, any variation on that. And searching this section searches just the article. In this case, the article is considered a section. You can also search individual pages, a whole volume, or an entire title if you want to go ahead and broaden things again. And when you do your search, it's going to come up with a list of results from that article, and you can go ahead and click to the page to actually get to that full text page that has the search result you're looking for. So these are a couple of tips to doing some advanced searches for HeinOnline. Again, there's a lot of tips on the HeinOnline help website. We encourage you to go there. And you can also get some basic tutorials on HeinOnline from our homepage. Feel free to ask a librarian if you have any questions, and I'll take a look at our questions, see if anybody's got any questions. It looks like nobody's posted any. So thank you all for attending, and thank you for watching. And please contact the Wisconsin State Law Library if you have any questions about using HeinOnline. Thank you for coming.